All right, Thursday, April 23rd, coming at you for Thirsty Thursday. Brandy is going to be demoing everything here. Our warm-up, let's jump right into it, is 10 reps of each movement, and we're going to start with a Frankenstein walk. Start with those legs nice and low, especially if you're starting out in the morning, nice and cold out. Make sure you loosen things up gently as you go. After that, go into the knee to chest, pulling that knee high, alternating legs. Of course, you can do these moving across the room if you want. The 10 reps is just if you're doing them in place. Then we're going to hit a quad stretch, kicking that heel up and pull. Try to keep that knee in. After the quad stretch, we go to floor sweeps. Extend the legs so the toe is up, knee is locked out, and sweep down and through. It doesn't matter if you can reach the floor. It does matter that your knee is locked out and your toe points up. After that, we go into leg swings, forward and backwards, 10 each. So on your right leg, you're going to go 10 front to back, 10 side to side. And then on your left leg, you'll go 10 front to back and 10 side to side. Nice and easy with that one as well. Don't want to get too crazy there and pull something. Right into lateral lunges. Stand tall, step out to the side and drop down in. Come back to center and go the other way. Each side counts, so 5 each direction. And then 3 walkouts. So you're going to hinge forward, walk out to a plank position, do a push-up, and then walk back. Stand all the way up. After that, we're going to hit mobility. Mobility is going to start with a child's pose. So we're going to get on the floor in tabletop position, put the knees a little wider than the hips and feet together, sit that butt back over the heels and outstretch the arms. Looking for a nice stretch through the lats and the low back here. So we're really trying to push that chest down to the ground, push through the armpits. After a minute there, we go into a minute squat hold. Remember, guys, if squatting is a little tough for you, if you know your heels come up a lot, if you know that you don't always hit full depth, this is your time to grab onto a door frame, to a pole, whatever, and keep those heels flat, get your butt as low as you can, sit up tall. If you're going to be in contact with your legs, I want the elbows inside the knees like Brandy's showing there, and hold for a minute. After a minute, we're going to go to accessory work. The accessory work, yes, you could hit some light stretching in between. That's absolutely fine. But the accessory work for today is going to be 3 rounds for quality, not time. So do this at whatever pace you need to make sure the movements are solid. We're going to start this with 10 to 15 tempo push-ups. Now, the rep scheme is on you, depending on the difficulty. The tempo is going to be 3 seconds down and 3 seconds back up. So no pause in the bottom. You can just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's a tempo push-up. Each one of those being a rep. Yes, if that's tough for you, drop to the knees, but still keep that hip in line with the body. Don't pike your butt up in the air, okay? If you are having a tough time with even that, put something under your chest to shorten your range of motion a little bit, but keep working on that tempo. After that, we're going to go to 20 dead bugs. So we're going to roll it over onto the back. You're going to extend those arms and legs into the air, and we're going opposite limbs dropping. Okay? Try to keep that heel off the ground if you can when you get towards the bottom. That's going to keep things nice and tight. If you need to modify that, bend your knees and do the same thing. Just extend the leg, bring it right back to bent position. After 20 of those, we're going to go to 15 single leg glute bridges. So this can be done on the floor. Plant those heels and then lift one leg to extension and pulse. You're going to want to squeeze tight almost to a pause at the top and then come back all the way to the ground. You're going to alternate legs or do all 15 on one side and all 15 on another. If you want to make that a little tougher but don't want weight, I want you to put a heel up on a chair or a box, something like that, and do them off of there. If you'd like to make that even tougher yet, you could throw a light dumbbell, kettlebell, child on your lap, whatever works for a little bit of weight, and do the exact same move. And then you just work through that 2 more rounds. Again, not for time, for quality. So take your time with that. Then the workout tomorrow is going to be a 12-minute EMOM. Okay? We're gonna score this by total reps, and that's if you're changing the reps to make sure you get a little bit of break, okay? So the reps that we're gonna recommend, they're not locked in. You can change this a little bit to make sure that you're getting everything done. But if you wanna do this as RX, we are looking for 8 lateral burpees over a line. And with this movement, you're gonna drop into a burpee and then jump laterally. You do not have to jump and clap. That's your lateral jump, is what that is. Okay? If you've got a barbell, yes, you could do it over your barbell. If you've got a dumbbell, you could jump the dumbbell. If you want to scale it, you could step over the line. But after you get number 8 done, you're going to grab whatever you've got and do 2 thrusters. Okay? If you've got a barbell, great. Clean it up. Full front squat into a press overhead, and of course before the workout you would have warmed this up, especially if you're going to add some weight on there. Make sure those lats are nice and warmed up, make sure that your squatting is good. And just 2 of those. Now if you're going to modify it with a single object, we're going to look for 2 total? Okay, so literally 1 rep on the one side. Okay, yep. Okay, for each round you can change up which side you do. That way you don't have to switch arms with 1 rep. You can do 2 on the right. The next round that comes around, you could do 2 on the left, or you could hold it like Brandy is now, double head. And that would be the way you hold it if you've got an odd object, something like that too. Yeah. Protein! All the protein. Yeah, you can use anything you want, guys, whatever, as long as it gives you a little bit of weight. After that, you rest, whatever's left of that minute. So that was at 0. You do 8 plus 2, and then let's say that takes you 30 seconds. You've got 30 seconds to rest. At the head of the next minute, you're going to do the same thing, 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 8 plus 2. You're going to go through that 5 times, and then you're going to, at the head of the next minute, walk for a full 60 seconds, a light jog or a walk, okay? Yep, you can just march it out if you want to, whatever you want to do, but we want you moving around, shake things up, spend that whole minute in the middle just kind of moving around. So you'll have 5 rounds of that 8 plus 2, 1 round of a full 60 seconds moving around, and then
2 minutes.
What?
Of the break, moving around.
That's not what this says. Okay, so 2. Sorry, guys. 2 minutes. Brandy didn't explain that very well. It says 6 to 7. 2 minutes of moving around. My bad. So 5 rounds of the 8 plus 2, 2 minutes of moving around, and then you're going to do 5 more rounds of 8 plus 2, but we reverse it. You're now going to do 8 thrusters. And this would make more sense if you have a single-sided object to do 4 plus 4, not 8 on one side. And then 2 burpees, lateral burpees over a line. Very cool. All right, and you'll do that for 5 rounds there. So you're gonna total 12 minutes here. You got the 5 rounds of 8 burpees plus 2 thrusters, 2 minutes of moving around, and then the 5 rounds of 8 thrusters plus 2 burpees. If you want to go RX Plus, you're going to do 10 burpees through that first section and 10 thrusters through the second section, but the 2s stay the same. Okay? Any questions, shoot us some question or messages, and we'll make sure we answer what we can. I know I kind of made that video confusing. Thanks, guys. Have fun with it.